beautiful morning. Just enjoying the songs of the birds, watching my hens over there in the sun. They're looking like they're loving it. And the sun, all the bright green leaves coming out. This morning, Joanne, my wife, and I planted a bunch of shrubs and plants and a bit of grasses that my mother gave me yesterday. We always go over to my mom and dad's on Sunday afternoon and have a cup of tea and chat with them. And so we did that yesterday. They said, let's do something different today. Let's get in the car and drive into the city. We live near a city called Kingston in Ontario. And so we went in and got ice cream at McDonald's. It's hard to beat an ice cream cone from McDonald's, that soft ice cream. And about 8 inches high. We got 4 coffees. We just enjoyed some time together. And then went home and dug up some plants. Guess it's time I should shave again. I just wanted to say thank you to people who have been subscribing to my channel recently. Appreciate it. And wanted to know how pleased I am to meet this new YouTube pipe community, YTPC, learning all these acronyms, getting to know some of the guys. Flat map piper, something like that. Thank you so much for recommending me in your channel. It's a new channel to follow. I actually have another YouTube channel that I'm a musician and I put all my music up on there. I'm not going to share it here because I don't want there to be any ulterior motive here. If you wanted to search for it, I'm sure you could find it. But and I go canoeing every week with my wife, and I try to video that time. Just up here in this part of Canada, there's not a lot of houses. It's pretty remote, and there's lakes everywhere. And so we try to go to a different lake every weekend. We've been doing that for a couple of years now. It's getting a little bit harder to find new places to go. And of course, we can't go in the winter, so I go hiking in the winter and take my camera. I have a gimbal, so it holds the camera really steady. I should be using it now instead of just holding it. But, so that's a pleasurable time. And if you like those videos, I put a link to that channel on my main page of this channel. I call it Nature Documentaries, No Narration, because I don't say anything. Sometimes you hear Joanne and I chatting. She'll say, oh, sorry, like she'll take over the controls, try to steer from the front while I do some videoing, and inevitably we run into some reeds or the shore here and there. But anyway, you might enjoy that if you like just the laid back quiet of nature, the sound of water and birds singing and that sort of thing. It's so hard to talk and keep your pipe lit. So I'm going to take Flat Map Piper's advice. I think it was him who said, try to keep these videos under 10 minutes. Someday I was thinking I might do a tour of my pipe collection. I'm not one for the expensive pipes. I get a lot of secondhand pipes from, we have a store here called Value Village. It's all secondhand stuff. People donate things. I'll get pipes there. People will gift me with pipes. I don't even know if this pipe is a known brand or anything. It's a pretty little pipe. Billiard, I guess. And I make pipes, as I mentioned before, and they're all usually out of oak or maple. I'm not talented enough to warrant buying briar because it's pretty expensive, especially to get it here in Canada. And tobacco here is really expensive, so I buy it when I'm in the US, or before when it was a little easier to buy it without getting a lot of duty. Even now it's getting harder. I guess I'm going to wait and smoke after I'm done gabbing. I don't know if you can see all those petals falling. We have a tree here. I think it's called a Chinese elm that just falls. It's almost like snowflakes falling in the spring. It's so pretty. It's like petals on flowers. And then it gets leaves, for the fall. They fall like regular leaves, but in the spring it's got these petals. They make a mess all over the deck, but they're pretty. You got to keep them raked up or they end up making it hard for the grass to grow. Anyway, I was going to talk about something else today. What was it? Couldn't have been too important. Anyway, I guess I'll sign off now. It's only been 6 minutes. I guess that's pretty good. But I'll maybe thinking I'll do one of these a week. Is that too much? What do you guys think? Twice a week? I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just communicating. I have a group. Okay, I know what I was going to talk about. There's a group of us here in my little village that like to smoke a pipe, and we started a group called the Holy Smokers. We're all church guys. Not all of us, but a lot of us are church guys. And we like J.R.R. Tolkien and J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis. And these pipe smokers would get together and they had something called, what was it, the Inklings, I think? And they would talk about books they were working on, writings. There was a bunch of them. We'd get together in a pub and have a couple beers and smoke pipes. And we thought, let's do something like that. We're not all writers. I like to write, but we all are sort of thoughtful, introspective guys, I think, for the most part. We get together and we chat. Maybe we'll talk theology. Maybe we'll talk sci-fi. We'll just gab, talk about our families. Sometimes we'll share things that are concerning us about things that are going on with our kids or whatever. So this is kind of like that. I was mentioning it to them yesterday, a couple of the guys. I said, I found a Holy Smokers on YouTube. And they were pretty excited. I may share some of these videos with them so they can get an idea what that's all about. But I think men need a way to connect with each other, that's significant and meaningful, and a way to share wisdom with one another, and not just shooting the shit about the weather and stuff, but actually talking about our worries, our concerns, to be there for one another. For some reason, this culture is so down on men nowadays. So I applaud all of you for being transparent, open about your fears and your failures and your concerns. And, not everybody is, but it's not always appropriate. From time to time, we can open up with each other. I think that's great. So I guess that's all I wanted to say. You guys have a wonderful day. It's a holiday here in Canada. What do they call it? The May long weekend. So anyway, said enough. Take care. Talk to you next time.